And welcome back to Bachelor Buzz, the best place to come for recaps on your favorite reality TV dating show and the latest in Bachelor Nation news. We're your hosts, Arena.
And Julia, and today we are breaking down the ninth episode of The Bachelor in Paradise season 10. And we got a lot to talk about. I think we were talking about like what's our big takeaway for us. I think it's that this is no longer about love. Like, is this really about love? It's like Survivor on crack,
Yes,
times Love Island, times like Traitors. I don't even
traitors.
know.
Yes, traitors. Yes.
They're just taking everything except their own show
Mm-hmm.
in this. It just doesn't feel like Bachelor in Paradise anymore.
You know,
It's a little disappointing. I mean, like, I don't know. It's like, what are we watching? Like, no one's talking about engagements. Not really. Jesse hasn't brought in Neil Lane. Like, isn't the finale next week?
yes. The finale is next week. And yes, like we've been saying all season, guys, in our recaps. Well, not all season. Probably from the point
The
where
past
Jesse
few. Yeah.
gonna change. We've been saying that this show is starting to look like Survivor and taking from other shows like Love Island, like you said, and Traders. I love that you mentioned Traders because that
Hmm.
is also very that's a very good show to reference considering this episode for sure. Um,
Yeah.
it just, we literally, and we'll talk about this, guys, but we literally hear one conversation with the word engagement in this entire episode. And it's the first time
Yeah.
since I want to say the first or second episode that we've heard it. So we're going to see, but we have some stuff to talk about first that's going on. How are you doing, Julia?
I'm okay. My pregnancy journey is getting harder and harder, like a snowball. It is snowballing, and I am looking more like a snowball every day. So,
That's really
yeah, it's just snowballing in many ways. Yeah, so I'm doing okay. My full-time job just started, so back on that. But we just bought a new car, Toyota Highlander Hybrid Platinum. I'm so excited about that. It's amazing because we're growing. We're a growing family. So that's my updates. And then, of course, we have the big news about our queen,
yes.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are engaged.
Yes, I saw the
Woo!
news updates on my phone just it started popping
Mhm.
into I was vacuuming my car yesterday morning because my son ate some crackers in the car. And I was vacuuming it and I started seeing these notices on my phone and I was just like not surprised but so happy. We're so happy
So
because
happy.
talking about this last week, guys. And we're kind of like, okay, whatever she chooses, whatever they choose for their wedding, and everything is going to blow up in popularity. And then as soon as
Yes.
kids, oh
Oh my God.
my gosh,
Like,
I'm kind of glad my
if
kids to be too old for it by that point.
Oh, I don't know. I think she's gonna be cool with them forever. Like I mean, I'm just so excited for like Taylor Swift motherhood era. Like, okay, maybe she won't have kids, but like whatever,
Something.
marriage era, but like motherhood era would be so amazing to like I just feel like that would
It's
be
big.
so great for all of us who choose to have children out there.
Yeah.
And it's just exciting. She's kind of had this like 20 something like dating aesthetic for so long. It's like wonderful to see her growing and like leveling up in her relationship. And like Travis seems all in. We watched his podcast and like,
Gosh.
you
But he,
did watch it, right? Or did you end
no,
up
I
watching
saw
it?
clips of it.
Okay. I
I
watched
saw
it.
like the way
Hmm.
he looks at her.
Yeah.
It's just like pure, just love and adoration, admiring, just he's just so caught up in her. And they've been together since 2023. So the
I
fact they're two
know.
years in, I can't believe it's been that long, guys.
I know.
They're 2 years in and he's still just like,
Oh, yeah.
he's beautiful. And I love that for her because, like you were saying,
Yes.
the whole dating in your 20s aesthetic and all that stuff and all the songs she had, because, when she writes her music, she takes from her life, like so many musicians and artists do. And I feel like there were just so many duds and just so many like, meh. And now she and
I know.
Travis have found each other. And I actually like that. I think they're good people. You never know, right? You never
Me
know.
too.
Really
He seems like a great guy and like
genuinely think they're good
very respectful.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and she's
Yeah.
a super,
I'm not like a numerology, like Easter egg finding Swifty, know every word to every song
yeah.
Swifty, but like I've always loved her. I support her. I think she's a good person. Like I want good things for her because she puts good things out there for people. So, yeah. So
For all
congrats to
people. You should
Taylor,
love
our
about
close friend Taylor. I know you're listening.
you should listen, Taylor, like when you're just, doing whatever. But like you were saying, she's like just a good person and good for people, for all people. That's what I also love about her.
Yeah.
I just
Hmm.
she generally is a decent human being. So
Yeah.
now let's get into some Bachelor news that's related to BIP. Before we get into
Yes.
cap, guys, please tell us, Julia.
So, many of you who follow all things Bachelor probably have heard, so this little Bachelor news update, probably have heard what Alicia and Zoe have been saying on the Vile Files. They are coming out and saying that Kat has a boyfriend and she's had a boyfriend this whole time on Paradise and he knows about it. You know, like it was a plan. She was not there for the right reasons. It was a plan that she would go. You know, get the publicity, I guess, because I don't know if she knew about the money, but I'm sure she and her boyfriend, if it's true, it has been confirmed by her, obviously. No one else is talking about it. And I'm shocked that they even can talk about it. Like, what about the NDAs? Like, I thought this was like so ironclad, like not to talk about Paradise or like what happens, but it seems more and more they're getting liberties to talk on certain podcasts while the seasons are airing. So, is it to drum up publicity? I don't know. But the evidence that Zoe and Alicia were sharing is that Kat had an iPad. She snuck it in. She would send him love letters. She would write secret little hieroglyphic messages on her arms that are meaningful to him as a symbol to him that she loves him. And I don't know. That seems a little bit of a stretch. But you know what? I'm kicking myself that I didn't like zoom in on her arms in every scene last night. I think it's because she was flailing them about so much because of the
Or
bugs,
yes,
in my defense. Um,
the bug.
but yeah, so that is the update. We don't know, but I mean, I never trusted Kat. I think in the beginning we talked about it how like she did not have a great impression on me and many viewers last time she was on Bachelor in Paradise.
That went.
Yeah,
That is.
she wasn't like a favorite at all. She got a lot of backlash for her conduct. She did a lot of therapy, and
Yeah.
now she's supposed to be back with like this, you know, more mature mentality and like saw glimpses of it in the beginning, but I'm not really seeing it anymore. And then hearing this, it just makes me think it's even more of a show, you know? So I'm kind of back to not Team Cat and definitely not Team Dale and not really Team anybody anymore because everybody is turning into strategic, gossiping, mean people. So I don't know. Are you still standing anybody, Arena?
I don't know. Well, like first with Kat and everything, there's really, although two people, and I love Zoe, guys, and we really liked Alicia from Grant's season.
We did like her, yeah.
Um, but where's the evidence to back it up? Because I
True.
listened to another podcast and because I was thinking, let me try to look and see if I see these writings or things, messages on her arms. And they were like, she has not had any messages on her arm. So I'm
Yeah.
by that. And then two, maybe it's like, so the thing with Alicia saying it too, not as much as Zoe, but Alicia, she left with Sean. And Sean and Kat were friends because they used to both live in
True.
Atlanta.
Hmm.
And Alicia lives there too. And I believe they're all in Florida in the same region. Kat's now in San Diego though. Anyway, so Kat and Sean became really good friends apparently to a point where she was over at his like mom's house and
Yeah, his mom texts her. Yeah.
yeah, and all that stuff, and that's beautiful. So word on the street is that she was talking and hanging out with one of his friends, and that maybe that's the person that Alicia is alluding to,
Yeah.
a friend. But like I said, there's no evidence, and also if it's true, she's a really good actress then on the show because I feel like she is into Dale and I feel like Dale is into her in the way that those two can be
Yeah.
each other. And I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
not sure. I don't love how everything went down with Sean. That seemed a little, if they were friends, but then she acted like we're not friends. Like, I didn't
Yeah.
love that part. I did not. But regarding the whole relationship thing, where's the receipts though? You know? Like, I
True.
mean, I want to believe Alicia, I want to believe Zoe, but then I'm also like, but where's the evidence to back it up? And
Yeah.
who knows? Dale and Kat could still be together, guys. We don't know.
Yeah, honestly, only time will tell. But I think next week, honestly, and right now, we're gonna have to like skip a lot of our recap just to talk about this. We both have a little bit of a time crunch because we have jobs. So, but next week we're gonna see and I quote, the Paradise Parliament,
Yep.
Parliament of Paradise. Apparently, they're bringing people back, I think, to vote on who's the best. Very much perfect match-ish. So again, they're pulling from all these different shows. This is where we see the clips and the sound bites of Sean calling Kat out in front of everybody. So I think it's all gonna open up sooner maybe than the reunion slash post-production. But that's gonna be really interesting. It's just a lot of people thought that that was like a scene that they missed last week. People were just saying like, oh, like that should have been in that episode. Where is it? But I think really it's coming later.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have to wait for the finale, which like the finale, I mean, is it really 2 hours? I feel like it should be like 4 hours at this point because there's so much that
I'm
it seems is going like again, is there an engagement? I just can't get my head around not having engagements.
Don't focus on it. Even though there's a ring in
No
this
focus.
branding, guys, this marketing, there's a ring right there. So I don't know. I don't know what this means,
I
but
swear to God, I think the funniest, best thing they could do is say, here's a $500,000 ring. If you
oh,
don't get engaged, give it back. Like I think that's the funny thing.
they do say,
That would be hilarious to me. But I don't think that they're smart enough to do that, honestly. I
well, they're
don't think
saying if you choose
or
love,
ballsy enough.
you can't choose the money. So what?
Ooh, maybe it's a $500,000 ring or a $500,000 check that they
Then I'll take a ring. You can always pawn. I mean, sell.
Yeah, but actually, like often, I think they have to give back the ring if they don't get married or something.
Depends, though, in a certain number of
Oh.
years. How what the
Oh,
minimum is, but yeah, they need
my
to.
God.
But okay, guys, let's get into the recap. So,
Let's get into the recap. Yeah.
beginning of the episode, we have our first game. Relationship test. I'm sorry. Relationship test. They all get to first sit down to a lovely dinner outside until the bugs come, and poor Cat loses it because she literally has a fear of bugs. And these are
Mhm.
flies. So we have this lovely
She's
dinner.
back on that.
It's
Hmm.
amazing. And then Jesse's like, hey guys, we're gonna do overnights tonight. It's gonna be glamping. You're gonna be under the stars. It's all lovely. So they all head out to this random place in the wooded area of Costa Rica near the resort. There are piles of horse manure. There are plenty of bugs and cockroaches, worse than flies. There are wild animals out there, guys, and they have the supplies to build
Too. And
tents.
also, they're all wearing maxi dresses and jewelry. Like nobody came prepared for
Well,
anything outdoorsy.
they brought overnight bags, but yeah, they're like in heels and
And
stuff. And
yeah,
they're
some
supposed
had sneakers, thank God, but
So they're asked to build these tents and then, as a relationship test, build them together. And then they're going to sleep under the stars. Well, newsflash, ha ha ha. Bachelor in Paradise producers have left out key items that they need to build these tents. They have glued shut.
And sabotage things. Yeah, like a tiny hammer.
Yes, sabotage
So
these
funny.
things. And meanwhile, there's a relationship expert, which remember we were talking about this?
I actually loved that. I was
I
excited. I was
thought of
like,
you.
oh
I
my
was
God,
like,
finally
I would love this.
somebody with a brain who can guide these people. But like she did, I think she gave good feedback. I don't know. So yeah, there was one relationship expert. She
Mhm.
wasn't Australian.
No.
Anyways. Um, but she was watching all the couples and she was like just taking note on their dynamic and what she deduced about their relationship, which is I actually was very cool.
Yes,
But yeah, I was happy
I
to see
liked
that.
it. Her name is Dr. Laura Berman. So she, yeah, reviewed, looked over, observed the couples during this time from a control room. And then we'll talk about what she says. So they go through this whole situation. They start to hear what sounds like wild animals towards the end of this night. Jesse shows up and he's like, "Hey guys, you can go back now, go get cleaned up, take your stuff." And everyone's so excited to leave. Okay, so they run off. They go back to the resort. The next morning, Dr. Laura Berman sits down with them. Jesse explains who she is and that she was observing them. And Dr. Berman gives everyone her evaluation of their relationship, things that stood out. I think Alex and Andrew, she was kind of like, not sure if I see the chemistry
The
there.
romantic chemistry, like, oh, you guys are very jokey, very playful, and I'm truly like a little annoyed. Like it's just everything is funny. It's a joke. It's like be a little serious. Even when they had like serious conversations, it was like awkward because every 5 seconds she's like busting out laughing.
Hmm. Yeah, which is something that I want to bring up later when we do the next relationship test. But so that's them.
Yeah.
And she talks about, we already know about the friendship couples. She said something about Bailey and Jeremy, that Jeremy was like, no, no, I don't.
What did she say? I don't remember.
Something like she sees that they're into each other, so there's like a romantic chemistry there, but she's not quite sure basically that it's gonna last or something, and that,
Mm.
it's strong enough, I think. She used different words. And Jeremy was just like, no. Like he's a relationship expert and constructive criticism. So we wrap it up,
Yeah.
and basically Dale and Kat win the relationship test, I think. Yes, it's them. So they win that relationship test. She basically thought they had the strongest relationship, so they are safe. And then we move on and we go into some conversations that are going on. Same old. People are talking about who they think should go home and all this stuff. Keith really wants to leave because he misses his daughters, and the camping experience made him miss them even more because they do that normally. They go camping together. And Kathy's all like, no, not trying to leave. So so three of the women, Jess, Alex, and Bailey sit down with Keith, and they're trying to get him to stay. Although they say they understand he wants to go see his children or his daughters. They're basically like, you're like a dad to us, and then the way you observe and blah, 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 guilting him kind of, it seems like, into staying.
And it's like so sweet. He was like, wow, these girls are so mature. They're so sweet. But also, they all have an ulterior motive. That's what I don't like. I just feel like I can't trust any of these girls, especially the girls. I don't know why, but it's like, it just feels like they're the ones who are a little sneakier. I don't know.
They're
The
sneaky.
guys are all just doing what the girls want, kind of. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, part of me was like, oh, such a sweet moment. But the other hand, I'm like, well, if Keith and Kathy stay, that's an easy out in the future. People will vote them off still.
Yes.
So really the bottom two couples are Jonathan and Leah and Kathy and Keith because those are the two platonic couples at this point.
Mhm.
And a lot of them have that idea that like somebody who, people who are in love should win,
Mhm.
which like, yeah, I
Yeah.
do agree with that because it's Bachelor. I still want the love thing. I don't want this to be just a game, but I don't
Where's
know if
the
it's
love?
really like a choice anymore.
Where is the love? Um,
But the thing is that, yeah, the thing is that though, Kathy and Keith do have like strong chemistry. They worked really well together
yeah, they did.
at the glamping challenge.
Yeah,
So
they were
they are
like,
still a little threat in that way.
yeah. So, like I said, they're scheming and everything, and they have to vote that night. And we come to find out that Jonathan and Leia are voted out, and simply because Jesse says there was a tie, so we know it must be a tie between Kathy
Hmm.
and Jonathan
Yeah.
and Leia, and it's up to Dale to decide.
Dale.
And of course, Dale
Dale doesn't like Jonathan.
Jonathan needs to go because he's been trying to get with Kat all this entire time, and he doesn't trust
Yes.
him, and he's like, he'll vote me out. So he's like,
I honestly good. Honestly, goodbye, Jonathan. Bye.
he's been coasting.
And honestly, Dale said, yeah, he has. He's just like surfing the waves over here. But Dale made a good point. He's like, I think if the tables were turned, he would vote me off in a heartbeat. And I was like, that is so true. So I think that was great. Good job, Dale.
Smart.
Yeah. And then hold on, did we skip about I think we forgot to talk about Alex and Andrew's conversation.
Right, yes. So they have a,
They said, yeah, they told each other they love each other.
and I'm confused. Like, do they mean like romantic love, or I just love you as a person and I love getting
I
to
think
know
they're
you?
trying. See, that's the thing. You can't even tell with these people. They definitely were trying to be romantic.
Yes. But
And
the
then she's like, do you have a boner? Screaming at him across the pond, do you have a boner? And he's just sitting there like, I do, Alex, yes. And
he's like
it's like, she just
screaming.
says it and won't stop laughing. And like, I don't know, this woman, how old is she? She's 27, 28. It's like, there's a certain element of like, oh, it's so funny, but it's like, get it together. I don't know. She just seems really immature to me. And it's just like getting on my nerves.
It's
I
interesting.
want to,
And I think it's something that people notice as we see in the next relationship test, but I can see why,
uh-huh, yes.
like, you guys are very jokey and that's great, but like, she's not quite seeing the romance because it's so jokey. And they
I
don't,
feel, yeah,
especially on Alex's end, I think more than Andrew. I think if she was a
yes.
little more serious, he would go with that. But she's more
I
likely.
100% agree.
Mhm.
Yeah. And like, I think that that's why they had this talk. She was the one who initiated it. She was like trying to tell him, I swear she was going to say, I love you. But I think he said, I'm falling in love with you. But then they said, I'm in love. I love you. I don't know. But like, I'm sure that it was just a reaction to that lady saying there's no romance. They're just like, there is romance. See, we're in love, everybody. It's like,
Yep.
and then did we talk about Hannah talking to the girls?
Oh no, I forgot. See, because
It's
this is,
okay. We'll be fast.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
this
just
was
she
such
talks to all
a
the
quick
girls.
thing.
Literally all of them said no, we're not ready for an engagement.
Yeah.
Even Jess and Spencer. Jess is like, I think he wants it more than me. He literally tells the guys, I'm in love with her. And she's telling the girls, I'm not quite there yet. I think I need more time. And it's like, but they do talk and they had a good talk.
They did. They did.
Thank God. Yeah.
They talked about it. They were mature about it. But like talking about that engagement chat, that was like a just throw it in. It was like so
And they're like,
random.
Hannah,
It didn't with
get
Hannah,
in here.
maybe why she was in the
Earn your
intro
pay.
because
Yeah.
she did the chat. But like it was so like quick. It was just like and that was it. And I think they felt like, oh shoot, we have to throw in some love, guys. Get Hannah in. Hannah,
Hmm.
go over there, do a girl chat with the girls and talk about engagements and where people are at. Thanks. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
So we get to we finished up the rose ceremony and the next morning people are like, oh, I'm tired, blah, I just want to eat. And then they get something from Wells, which is a riddle. And Jess reads it and they're like, oh, I'm so tired to be doing this. What? Riddle? They head off to the beach. And guess what's another relationship chat task? What? There are little versions of
oh.
them
So
that
quick.
yes. I'm
Yeah.
surprised. They got right into a relationship test, but I think because they're trying to wrap it up 10 episodes, they're like, let's throw this into this episode. So there's a version of
Yeah.
every single one of them with their names on it, and they have like what, like melons, it's on a post.
Yeah, it's like a little voodoo doll
Yeah, yeah.
thing.
And Jesse's like, okay, so this is how it's gonna go. I'm going to make statements and then or questions, and you guys are going to put a knife in the back of the person who you think is most likely to do that or be that person. You're all gonna face
And
the
it's all anonymous.
all
Yeah.
anonymous, so you won't know who it is. So he's asking questions like, who is too basically silly in a relationship? And Alex and Andrew, everyone
They,
chooses
yeah.
shocker. And then they say,
Hmm.
who's most likely to cheat or be, still talking or interested in someone else? And they choose Jeremy. Shocker.
Jeremy. And he was so salty. He was like, I don't talk to any of my exes. Boy, we're not talking about exes. We're talking
Yes.
about other people. And you literally, if Susie walked in tomorrow,
What would happen, Jeremy?
he's gonna see her at the Parliament
Hmm.
Paradise thing. It'll be
Hmm.
interesting if he tries to holler at her. Ugh,
But they were right, okay? And
yeah, they were.
they talk about who's codependent, and they mention Spencer, which I see, guys.
Yeah.
That
Hmm.
makes
He
sense.
already is talking about moving in with her. Although,
Yes.
again, these people are in Paradise. It's kind of normal for
Yeah.
Paradise, all right?
Moves
They
quick.
all should be talking about it.
Moves quick. And then
Yeah.
Kat, I forget what they chose for her, but Kat,
Oh, jealousy, not trusting.
okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
Yes, because she has been burned.
Yes. She has some hard
But at the same
experiences.
time, now we're like, can we trust her?
Can we trust anyone, God? No, I'm kidding. Um,
No, we can't. No, we can't.
so we wrap up that relationship test, and at the end, Jesse confirms, oh wait, a storm comes and there's lightning, so they all have to go back to the resort shelter in
Mhm.
place. So this is where we see people talking about alliances. We have Alex, Andrew, Jeremy, and Bailey talking about their alliance because Bailey and Alex are such good friends, so that just automatically brings in Andrew and Jeremy. And then we have in one of the hotel rooms, we have Dale, Kat, Spencer, and Jess talking about alliances. And then Kathy
Mhm.
and Keith are on their own. And Dale and
Yeah.
Kat are like, let's bring in Kathy and Keith and let's vote off the other two couples because now they're going to have to vote two couples off in the next rose ceremony.
Mhm.
So we're going to find out what happens because that is in the next episode. But we come to find out after everyone's talking about alliances and the thunder and lightning that Alex and Andrew actually won that relationship test. So they're safe.
Mhm.
So what is going
Mhm.
to happen? We don't know, guys, but we saw the trailer and we know that, like we said, the Parliament of Paradise comes and see these are all the people that were voted off that may have
Sorry,
upset
I'm just
Sean and
laughing.
Alicia. And
Yeah.
we see that things are getting serious, that people, if you choose the money, you don't choose love, or you choose love and not the money. So we don't know what's going to happen. As you said, Julia, you made a good point. No one's talking about engagement. That word was not mentioned at all in the trailer.
Nope.
Interesting. Weird. Don't know what's going on with that. But we're excited to see what happens next week. This is the season 10, episode 10, season finale for this season of Bachelor in Paradise, which totally changed things up. We're going to see what happens. We're going to be
Mhm.
here to recap, guys. Julia, is this next Monday on Labor Day or next Tuesday? Because I'm seeing two different dates on online. Do you know?
You know what? It's a great question.
I'm seeing two different dates. I don't know.
Um,
I've got a plan, guys.
is it 2 nights? That would actually make sense. I kind
That
of
would make
hope it
sense.
is, but at the same time, like Labor Day's kind of tricky. Bachelor in Paradise. Um, this is from MSN. Where are you seeing the two different dates?
So when I just looked online, um,
It
just
says
randomly
it says September 2nd, which is Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay. September.
Finale. That's
Okay.
from MSN.
So then
I
we'll be
should probably
doing
look for ABC
on
though.
Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do our recording the following day though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says September from 8 to 10. So just 2 hours. I don't know. I feel like we need more though,
We need
but
more. And what about the
okay.
reunion? Like, don't they usually do that?
I don't know if they're having one. I thought they did.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Oh man.
That would be sad if they don't.
Yeah. Okay, well, guys, we'll see, but we'll be here.
VIP reunion.
Yeah, we're gonna be here to
Yeah, I don't know. I guess TBD.
yeah. But
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm just so curious to know if our listeners still care slash ship any of these
yes,
couples.
seriously. Let
Like,
us know,
are
guys.
you excited about the game feature? I feel like most of the people we talk to are not excited about it. They just wanted to go back to how it was.
Yeah, I think everyone's
It's
confused
sad.
about the dynamic now and the show format and
Yeah, I definitely don't think they're going to do this again. I
yeah,
will say. There's
I
been a
think
lot of backlash.
they need to tweak it. I like that they're doing new things like we've talked about, but they need to tweak it and make it more Bachelor.
Yeah.
But yeah, so guys,
All
thank
right,
you so
everyone.
much for joining us. Love that you're here with us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And remember, 5-star reviews only. If you have comments, seriously, guys, let us know. How are you feeling about this? Tell us more. What are you looking forward to? Who do you want to win? Um,
Yeah. You can
and
message us on Instagram.
mhm,
We like to answer. We like to talk to you guys.
love to. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Happy Labor Day weekend if you're in the
Yes,
States. And if not, have a wonderful weekend out in the world, you
yes.
wonderful people.
Our international fans.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.